I'm Joann Lo. I'm Executive Director of the Food Chain Workers Alliance. We're a national coalition of 13 unions and worker centers throughout the food system, organizing to improve wages and working conditions for workers from farm to plate. 7 of the 10 worst paying jobs in the United States are in the food system. So workers suffer from very low wages, dangerous working conditions, lack of job security, few workers have paid sick days. And so in fact, almost 1 in 5 workers in the food system are food insecure, meaning they don't have consistent access to healthy, nutritious food. The Federal Department of Labor and the State Labor Commissioner's Office, they do have inspectors that will go out and check working conditions, but there aren't enough for all the number of farms that are out there. And so that needs to happen in conjunction with workers organizing, right? Being their own kind of monitors and inspectors for their workplace, and for the public, consumers and buyers of food also to say we want food that's fair, and all of that together will help lift up the working conditions for farm workers and other workers in the food system. The food system has increasingly become controlled by a few corporations. So, for example, Walmart controls 1/4 of the grocery market in the United States. The top 4 beef meat packing companies control over 80% of the U.S. market, and so that consolidation of these corporations in the food system really gives them a lot of power to determine the conditions for workers that they employ and down the supply chain, down to the farm level. And so that pulls power away from the workers and also dictates how much money farmers receive, ranchers, small businesses. For example, farmers are receiving less money from buyers up the chain than they did before, and so that means also then less money for the workers that they employ. A lot of workers are organizing. There's a number of unions and worker centers that are helping workers to organize to claim their rights, to improve standards and working conditions. With the Food Chain Workers Alliance, we have 13 member organizations that currently represent collectively almost 160,000 workers across the country, and we're growing. Here in Los Angeles, there are efforts through the LA Food Policy Council to what we call build a market for good food. We're encouraging the city of LA and other institutional buyers of food to adopt good food standards. So to buy from farmers and food businesses that are treating their workers well, that are responsible to the workers.